Jesus is arrested in the middle of the night and brought immediately to the high priest's chambers. The sun isn't even up, yet the room is already full of people waiting for him. When most of us are falsely accused, our heart rate spikes and our voice rises. We have a natural, immediate reflex to correct the record and fight to clear our names. It's how we survive. But the religious leaders in this room aren't interested in a fair trial. They've spent the night looking for a reason to justify an execution they've already planned. They bring in witnesses who intentionally misinterpret his past statements, stitching together half-truths to make him look dangerous. The entire environment is designed to provoke a defensive reaction. They want him to get angry or desperate, because a frantic defense is easier to weaponize than a calm one. Jesus sees every lie and has the authority to dismantle their arguments. He could have summoned an army of angels. Instead, he stands perfectly still. By refusing to retaliate, he absorbs the energy without changing his behavior. This silence is an expression of absolute control. When someone has the power to destroy their accusers but chooses to remain quiet, the silence becomes heavier than any words they could have spoken. The high priest becomes increasingly agitated. The silence is making the court look ineffective, so he moves in to confront Jesus directly. He demands an answer, asking how Jesus can hear these specific charges and still offer no defense. Jesus continues to ignore the false narrative. He doesn't give the lies the dignity of a rebuttal. Finally, the high priest drops the focus on evidence and asks the one question that matters. Are you the Christ, the Son of God? For the first time all night, Jesus speaks. He answers with a single word. Yes. That one word changes the nature of the trial. He isn't defending his actions anymore. He is simply stating who he is. The leaders immediately take that admission and use it as the legal basis for his death sentence. The situation turns violent as the guards begin to strike him, spitting on him and covering his face. Despite the physical pain and the public mockery, he doesn't respond with threats or insults. He endures the abuse while maintaining his composure, demonstrating that his silence was a deliberate choice that no amount of violence could break. When we look at the larger picture, we see that his silence was a requirement for what came next. He was fully aware of his purpose on earth and what was required to fulfill it. Proving his innocence in that courtroom would have allowed him to walk away, but it would have prevented him from reaching the cross. Winning the argument against his accusers would have meant losing the opportunity to save the world. True strength is the ability to accept an immediate injustice because you are focused on the long-term result. This trial redefines what it means to be powerful. It shows that restraint can be more effective than aggression. It demonstrates a level of trust in a higher plan that outweighs the need to satisfy the people currently shouting at you. Jesus had the capability to stop the trial and save his own life at any moment, but he chose not to. He remained silent because his love for humanity was more important to him than his own reputation or physical safety.